Hey guys, what's going on? Happy Saturday morning. So we had some crazy stuff that happened this week in the market. I did make a video Wednesday evening or Thursday morning about it. So if you guys watched my previous videos, I make these every Saturday at 9 a.m. I have 4 stocks that I focus all year. They're growth stocks. I'm a long-term investor, so it's kind of what I enjoy doing every week, just to see, where we're at with these stocks and how we're doing. Before I get into it, make sure you like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 300 subs by tomorrow. So if you could just hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, much appreciated. It makes me want to keep making these videos. So if you enjoy them, please do so. So let me get into it. March, it's week 3 right now. So these are the weekly numbers of the 4 stocks. Like I said a minute ago, I'm a long-term investor. I believe that's the best way to grow wealth. So that's really the approach I take to investing. I know it's not get rich overnight, but it's it's the best way to do it in my opinion. So all these stocks below are growth stocks. I really enjoy playing the growth stock. Really the growth stocks are what gets me excited, just because there's massive upside, but they're established businesses, and the risk reward in your 20s, 30s, and 40s, I think, is worth it as a long-term investor. And then from there, you want to probably be a little more careful with your spendings and money, and maybe switch around what you invest in your portfolio and all that, but that's a whole nother topic. So the first one is PayPal, ticker is PYPL. Love this stock, really focusing on adding positions or adding shares to it. I haven't bought PayPal since January. I've been, if you've watched my previous videos, I think the market is very overvalued. I think things are going to turn within the next month or two. So I'm just staying very, very, very careful with, what my cost base is and when I'm buying, because I want to, just make sure you can't predict buying at the dip, and you don't know when that ever is going to be, but you just kind of get a gut feeling on when the right time to buy is, if you're experienced in the market, or you just see things and you kind of just know when it's right. And right now, I just don't feel like it's a good time to buy. So the stock opened Monday at $251.42. It closed at $241.28. So that would be a decrease of 4.03% this week. It's a pretty big downturn. Yes, Thursday, the market really spun around and did a 180. It kind of recovered Friday, which I actually thought it was going to continue to go down. So I was actually prepared to buy if it did go down, continued the Thursday trend into Friday, but it didn't. It kind of recovered and kind of held stable, which is fine. It's got some resistance. Stimulus just got out there, and I think there's a lot of people are looking other ways. The Fed's saying that interest rates aren't going to go up, but I think they're mistaken. They don't think there's going to be more than 2% inflation. There's a lot of things they're spitting out that don't really make much sense in my opinion. I guess if you look at the actual statistics and the metrics of what has happened the past month or 12 months, yeah, I guess they're right. But real world experience, if you open your eyes and go outside, it just doesn't make sense. If you go to, if you go to any grocery store, if you go to any shopping mall center, if you go to any, place that hair cutteries, there's nail hiring signs everywhere. Restaurants, chain restaurants, smaller restaurants. It just doesn't make sense. So with all that, you're going to see some volatile, the market's going to have volatility to it. But anyways, it dropped 4.03%, and I like that. I hope it keeps dropping. I really, really, really do, because I do want to add to this position, but I don't like it to where the market share is at right now. Dropbox, really believe in this company long-term. Wall Street's sleeping on it. They did wake up a little bit. The past 6 to 8 weeks, it was sitting at $20 to $22. And then earnings came out, nothing really happened. I think people are starting to catch on to it and starting to realize how great of a stock it's going to be for the long term with remote and cloud-based storage and all that stuff. It opened Monday at $27.34. It closed Friday at $26.84. That's a minus 1.75% decrease. So, again, I was hoping it would go more. I think it was down close to 3 to 4% if we were to close the market Thursday night when the market did a flip. Tattoo Chef, this is probably my favorite stock that I'm building out right now. Ticker is TTCF. They do They're a vegan, plant-based company. They really focus on the frozen food aisle. It's a healthy alternative if you don't have time to cook meals or anything like that. They just struck a deal with Target. It's going in every Target nationwide. So if you haven't tried this product out, I highly recommend going to your frozen section at Target. It might be there now. They have over 100 SKUs. They're actively adding. They're hungry. They got cash in the balance. I think $200 million of cash in the balance sheet. They're just going to kill the game. I think this is the most exciting stock on the board, in my opinion. So with that said, it went from $21.72 at open Monday, and it closed at $20.82 on Friday. So 4.14% decrease this week. So that's very interesting. It's a great buying opportunity right now, and I think people are going to regret not hopping on that wagon if you're not on it already. Beyond Meat, biggest player in the space, kind of similar to Tattoo Chef. They have less SKUs, but they're the industry leader of what Tattoo Chef is trying to capture, that market. They're trying to take some market share from Beyond Meat. So I like getting in a couple stocks that are in the same thing. So it never hurts to, if you think this stuff's going to be the future in food-based stuff because people care more about their health and they're trying to get things quicker and easier. And I just think this is the direction it's going, and it actually tastes pretty good. So it's not like it really tastes bad or worse than the real product, so why not eat something healthier? I think people are going to be more conscious about their weight, their health, things like that in years to come. Open Monday at 143.58, closed at 139.39, so that's a 2.91 decrease. So that took a pretty decent red week also. Let me see where I'm at here. 6 minutes, okay, 7 minutes, cool. So my overall portfolio, I like doing this too, just to show. So I own about 15 to 16 stocks right now. Obviously there are 4 of my 15. I haven't showed my full portfolio, but I've made videos here and there of certain stocks if there was big news in one or where my cost base is on something and why I'm not buying right now. Well, the reason I'm not adding to those old positions is because I like building a couple out every year, really focusing on them, and then when they start running and taking off, I try to look for the next best stock. So once I build a position, I kind of leave it unless there's like some serious bad news or a really good buying opportunity or serious good news to where it makes sense to buy at that price where it's at now to average cost up. So I had some people PM me, ask me like, hey, can you show your biggest gainers? And I did that in one of my previous videos, but if you want to watch that, just go back a couple. So yeah, my portfolio actually decreased. I think this is the second week in a row it went red. It was down 4.42% this week. So again, I didn't buy this week. If it goes red again, about 4 to 6 or more next week overall, or these stocks, like I just say this one goes to 8, this one goes adding both. So 4 again. If this goes like down 4, this one goes down 6, this one goes down 6. I mean, I'm going to be adding probably most likely to my positions, and I'll make a video if I do and say why I did. The NASDAQ this week, it was red overall. What I think the NASDAQ needs, where it needs to go, 2 weeks ago when it had that massive correction, I was buying heavily for about 7 to 10 days. It went a little bit above it. The lowest point was like 12,600, 12,700. I really believe the NASDAQ's going to go below 12,500 within the next 2 to 3 weeks. That's my opinion. Biden just rolled out the unemployment numbers. They're higher than what they expected. I mean, again, if you wake up and go outside, I just said in the beginning of the video, the restaurants, the hair cutteries, the grocery stores, the food plate, like anywhere, there's help wanted signs everywhere. So like, how does that not surprise you? Like, the Fed acts like they're super surprised, or the government acts like, oh my God, unemployment's higher than we thought. Well, yeah, go outside and look. So it's just crazy that people don't realize that. So with all that news, and I think more bad things are going to come out, and things are going to come back to realization when things start reopening again. So I really don't want to start buying again unless the NASDAQ's under that, and then I'll figure out what I want to buy. So that's exactly what I'm doing. Right now, I'm back to 30% cash. So I went down to 28 when I was buying heavy, but now I just went up another percentage. I just ran my numbers. So I'm ready to buy. I have cash ready to go. It's just I'm being, one of the hardest things to do is be patient. You have to be patient when you play the market, especially as a long-term investor. You want to make sure you get the best deal. It makes sense. Do your research before you buy something, and make sure you're not overlooking anything. But yeah, so that's kind of my thoughts on the market this week. That's what I'm going to do. That's my game plan. Again, if I buy, I'll let you guys know. Also trying to get to 300 subs by tomorrow night. So if you could, much appreciated. I think I'm pretty close to being there. Smash the like button if you like it, and let me know your thoughts. Peace.